Hey guys, this is Mel. If you're listening to this, you are about to hear a super special sneak peek of our latest bonus episode, but fair warning, this is just a sneak peek, don't hurt us. It's totally optional to subscribe, but if you're interested, you can check out our Patreon by searching Significant Lovers Patreon online. Hope you enjoy.
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart? Does your memory stray?
The nice thing about this episode, so this is about Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. The nice thing is they actually just started a podcast together. So
what? Are you
if someone goes searching for their podcast, this episode might come up.
That's true.
So that kind of helps us.
If you're new here.
Yeah, this is not their podcast, but it's a podcast about them.
But didn't you ask people a poll, Mel?
I did.
About this?
Before we record, do you think an extramarital affair in the workplace warrants firing? And you know what? I was kind of surprised by this. I didn't know how you guys would respond. 21% of you said yes, but 79%, the majority said no, that you think it doesn't. Our listener, Jude, said only yes if it interferes with their work, which it usually does. Also, it's tacky, so it should be illegal. And our listener, Megan, said, I voted no, but if your job was entirely about morality, like a religious figure, likely yes, you should be removed from that position.
That's true. So is the implication here that the extramarital affair is with a coworker?
Yeah, like two people at a job. It's tough because that is their personal life, and
and I feel like it's not quite anyone's business. Even though it did happen within work.
But it does, it is kind of distracting, and it does cause a lot of commotion. So.
Well, what if it doesn't?
Yeah.
But people just found out? Like, is people finding out the commotion? Because, I mean, I think affairs are wrong, but I am surprised when it happens. Even though, I do think it's wrong to do. A lot of people do a lot of bad things in their personal life, and they don't get fired for it, so I don't know. But what do you think? Yeah,
well, even the rumor was Patrick Dempsey, when he got fired from Grey's Anatomy, it was because he was having an affair. He was married for like 20 years or something, that he was having an affair with someone behind the scenes, and Shonda Rhimes had no tolerance for it and cut him loose. I was surprised by that, too, because it's like, wow, here's a character who was pivotal to the show, like a main character on the show for many years. Writing him off will have significant consequences.
True.
And she just did it like it was nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I know. I feel like someone said we were wishy-washy once, and I feel like I am being that way about this. What were you going to say? I guess if someone's in a leadership position, it does really undermine their authority if suddenly everybody in the office is gossiping about this very scandalous affair that has been revealed. And if someone is in a leader position cheating with a subordinate, that's pretty bad. That's not the case. Should they both be fired, though?
Oh, I don't know.
But in this case, in this story they were telling today, they were both married, right?
They were both married, both equals in their positions at work. But another theme of this episode is, was it really an affair? I mean, that's the way the mainstream media has dubbed this. And so a lot of the information I'm taking is from their podcast and what they said in their own words. But I don't know if I entirely believe them at the same time. So we'll go through it together and we'll try to make sense of it. Before we get into it, my 3 words that I would use to describe this couple would be naive, flirty, and bold.
Naive, flirty, and bold. Wow. When you say those three together, it does paint a picture.
Yeah. Before the scandal, these two, before and after, they really do seem to make each other laugh a lot. Like, they do seem very in love.
That's nice.
Yeah, so who are they? TJ Holmes, he was born August 19th, 1977. His real name is Lutelius Jr., and he started going by TJ when he started his professional career. He is a Leo. He studied broadcast journalism at the University of Arkansas, and then in his initial years after graduating, he worked as a reporter and a weekend anchor in Missouri and then Arkansas before moving to San Francisco, where he anchored the 5 p.m. evening news for NBC Bay News. And in the 2000s, he jumped around networks a lot with many different opportunities to cover very significant historical events. He worked at CNN, BET, MSNBC, then back to CNN. And then in 2014, he was hired at ABC News. And that is where he met Amy, the other main character of this story. But before meeting Amy, he had been married twice. In 2000, at 23 years old, he married his first wife, a fellow news anchor named Amy Fearson, so another Amy. And they had two children, a daughter named Brianna and a son, Jaden, and they divorced in 2007. And then he got remarried in 2010 to an attorney named Marilee Fiebig, and they had a daughter together named Sabine in 2013. And so keep that in mind. So he's married.
So he was married to her when he met the second Amy.
Yes. So married to her, and they have a little daughter together, a 1-year-old, when he meets the second Amy.
All right, I will have to stop the episode right there. Thank you so much for listening to the teaser. If you want to hear the full episode and many other bonus episodes, you can find them on Patreon. You can search Significant Lovers on the website or download the Patreon app. It works a lot like regular podcast listening apps. And we have tons of other couples on Patreon to listen to. So thank you so much for listening and supporting the show, and we'll get back together next week.